Hey, Mr. Clash here, coming at you with another next installment of the Wizard's run through the Gauntlet. So what we're going to be doing is having a look at sort of where we were last time. Okay, let's have a look. Campaign, that's what we want. Normal mode is what we want. We're going through the Wizard's run in normal mode, of course. Now, the last time we did the Sea of Darkness, yeah. Okay, now I will tell you something very interesting. You will notice that all of these things below here are open. So we can actually go and do them all, every single one of them in normal mode. Now you will remember last time that was not the case and I was opening them as I went. Now what happened was I was playing with the elf and the Valkyrie and whatever I could just in multiplayer. So if I would just join a multiplayer online game, just join someone else's game in normal mode, and wherever they happen to be, I would just go with the team. And that's how I basically ended up opening everything. Now, I have not done this Catacombs with the Wizard and at all, because I want to take it all as a bit of a surprise. So now what I was doing though was I was also playing in endless mode with the Wizard and other things like that. So I did a little bit of playing and I had changed his weapon to this weapon. Now that's not what we're going to use today. We're going to go back with the one that we have been using, and then I'm going to go, if we can do this run very well, then I'm going to go with the other one as well. So we're going to go 2 runs and see which weapon is the most devastating. Now, the one that you just saw him with then is the one I have been playing with a lot. And truth be told, I did go through the one from last episode and I absolutely devastated it with the change of weapons. But anyway, let's have a look at this Catacomb run. Now, it should be skeletons and mummies is what we should be having in this Catacomb run. Okay, just waiting for the game to load. Now, I did have, as you saw, I had a tremendous amount of gold there, and I haven't really done anything with it. Just, okay, yep, good. Okay, here we go. We've got death chasing. Now, I've got a little bit of lag here. That'll go away once the game starts proper. Now, what I do like to do is to not really have death be bothering me too much. Now, I did notice as well that when he does have this pulse weapon, and once he hits the mummies, they actually stand still for a little bit. Oh, I didn't want to eat that. Yeah, they actually stand still a little bit, and I don't know why. Now, obviously here death is going to try and come again right from under me. Now, as I said in this episode, I do believe I'm going to get mummies and skeletons coming. And the skeletons are really quite fast, and the mummies are not quite so fast. So the skeletons are the ones I really need to look out for. Now, I'm not sure if the skeletons stop when I hit them with this pulse, but I know that the mummies do. Okay, so we're going to have some over that. Come out, little skeletons are coming here. And yeah. So I did need to release those ethereal guys because I just do. The trick is to survive through the run. So however I need to do that, that is what I'm going to do. And I really do like to wait until those guys come back. I know it makes the game go a little 1 or 2 minutes longer than it probably needs to, but if I die then I have to redo the whole level again, and I'm not really keen on doing the whole level again just because I couldn't be bothered waiting 30 seconds for my special ability guys to come back. Now they are if I can not use them I will, because you saw how long the cooldown period is before I get them back again. Okay, now this looks like the same hallway we just came down. I will leave that food. Okay. Oh yes, okay, good. See how that skeleton stopped? That was sort of what I was saying about the mummy. I did notice that when I was in endless mode, that if I shot the mummy with the wizard, with this little pulse thing, you can see that mummy just stopped there. Okay, now this is going to open up a whole heap of stuff when I come in here. Some of it will be skeletons. Okay, now I don't really want to deal with them in that room, so I am going to just run away from death and deal with them as I can. Now that I did see a couple of those samurai guys coming, so hopefully, death is coming up to me pretty quickly. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Now you'll notice that as they are getting hit, they are stopping. Oh, see, now that was one of the mummy guys that shot me with that thing then. So yeah, you can see that that pulse actually just stops the mummies, it stops the skeletons. And you'll notice that because I left the food alone, I got hit because one of those things threw it at me, so I can get the food back. So the idea of the game is not just to go in there full tilt. As you can see, everything came out of that room, so it now leaves me free to walk around the room and just get whatever I want to. And because the goal of the game is to get gold. And what do you do with the gold? You upgrade your character is what you do with the gold. Now there we go. Now the good thing is that pulse does not shoot the food, so that's really good. And now, like I still do have those other weapons that I did normally have for this, which is the little floating orbs that circle the wizard and help protect the wizard, but I haven't had to need them at the moment. Okay. See, like I was saying, like there is no time limit on this. You take as long as you need to get through it. Each of the levels is really sort of like a little bit of a puzzle. In my mind, it's a little bit of a puzzle anyway. So you'll see there's some mummies here. Death should be coming for me in a second. Okay, now normally I can outrun death pretty good. You can see that I'm running away really, really well. But obviously when I'm shooting, the wizard doesn't run as fast when he shoots. And the elf does. The elf runs full speed when he shoots. He's normal speed. And the wizard does not though. The wizard is going much slower. Okay, so I'm going to get one of these out. Whoa. And I might just drop those guys. Just to be a little bit safe. Now you can see why I put that freeze spell down. Well, look at the samurai guy. And there's another one. And he stops as well. Now I put that freeze spell down. And that's why I put it down. It just gives me that little bit of extra time to try and get the mummies and the skeletons and all those what have you troops that are coming at me. Now I'm not going to muck around. Actually, wasn't too many of them, so I can. And you see that just one little hit from that pulse and that skeleton just stopped running at me. So what I did try in endless mode was, so if you're going to be playing this game, what I tried was just doing that and going backwards and forwards, just trying to get a little bit of a different angle onto the, oh dear. Like, I don't like going into those unknown sort of open areas with death hot on my tail, if I can help it, because then if I get pushed into something that I don't want to, okay, that's good. That'll just give me a little bit of time to have a look at what's in this room that's coming up here. Okay, this is the room over here. Alright, so a few little skeletons coming, a few mummies, and here's death again. And you can see death is just endless pursuit of death on the coming after me. And death goes through walls too, so death doesn't have to follow the path like I have to follow the path. And one of those guys turned into one of those blow up guys, so there we go. He'll take care of a few of those mummies for me. Now that means that there's probably, there must be one of those yellow guys in that room somewhere. Okay, I'm going in. I just got to go in. Oh, look at that. I'll put my guys where the mummies are. Oh, look at that. See? Now, as far as I was concerned, I did not really get hit by that exploding guy then, but the game decided I did. And that's all that mattered. Now, you see how that yellow guy just stopped. I used to think, well, what's going on with the game? It just makes it a little bit too easy for you. These guys just stand there and let me shoot them. And I didn't realise until I was playing in endless mode. It's like, oh, look at that. He stops when I hit him. So I'm going to go back and get some of that food. That's why I left that food before. Well, I did take a lot of damage in that round there. Yeah. I just thought, why are they standing there letting me hit them? And it wasn't until I was in that endless mode and I was paying really close attention at it. And it's like you'll notice that when I mentioned that in the previous episode, I said, oh, look at that. It's like there was something in that room. I could have just eaten that. Didn't need to go back. And yeah, I'd mentioned, like, wow, look at that. They just stop when I hit them. And I hadn't even noticed that. I had played this game a lot and hadn't even noticed that that actually happens. So I'm pretty sure I must be getting close to the end of this. I just have that feeling. Either that or a really large room that's going to bugger me up. My ethereal guys are back. Oh, I've got to jump. Oh dear. It's not going to be good. And one of those blue archer guys. So there's a good chance I'm going to perish a little bit in this room. And there's a good chance I'll perish a lot in this room. Not just a little bit. Ah, wrong one. That's what I wanted. Remember that lightning spell from the bone barracks? Was it the bone barracks I did it? Yeah. And now those pulses just to stop those samurai guys. Yeah, just being able to look, see that? They are fast, those samurai guys, but that little pulse just stopped him in the track. So, yeah. Just practicing in endless mode was a really good area to practice in. It starts off with mummies in endless mode. I should actually do a run through in endless mode where I take a couple of the characters through maybe the first few rooms each in endless mode. Okay, so that's going to be a hallway, I think. Yep. And yeah, it was really good just to encounter the different. Okay, now you'll notice how that I did stop. I'm going to try and play with death here a little bit. I'll go around him. There we go. Just so I can get into that room without being bothered. I'm just out of range of that mummy. There we go. Here's some more. And one of those yellow guys. I'll get him. Oh, okay, death's back again. Yeah, so in endless mode, it gave me a really good opportunity to practice a few little moves and think, oh, death, so okay. And of course, jumping between the spells, also playing the previous levels that we had played already. That was also another good thing that I did. Now you'll notice here I did just release those guys, and I just used the wall. Get out of there. Get out of there, wizard. Okay, back to lightning spell. Okay. Samurai guy. Stop him in his tracks. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm a little bit better jumping between the spells, and once I figured out that the pulse beam was stopping the mummies and the skeletons, obviously just now, I wasn't 100% sure on the skeletons, but now just seeing them be stopped, yeah, it just means that you can play the game a little bit differently. Now I did notice also running with the different weapons, and I would do the same level with different weapons, and I noticed that the level was different. It was a little bit different in each time based on the weapon I had, based on the troop I was using. So even in endless mode, playing with, say, the warrior, and I'm not very good with the warrior. I don't like to go into that room because that room's going to seal off, and I don't really want to be sealed off, having to do something crazy while I've got half the room blocked off because death is behind me. Okay, and you can see here I've got another. Whoa. Okay, what's going on? Death has got to be around here somewhere. Okay, now I did just use the lightning spell just to get rid of the skeletons a little bit. Okay, that'll be good. He'll blow up a few. Well, that was not really part of the plan. And I'll get rid of this guy. And so yeah, so I have to do a little bit of dodging and yeah, just being able to know what's actually going to happen. For instance, that it's just going to stun it just means that you don't need to stand there and kill him. If you just want a bit of reprieve, you can just stand there and because here comes another skeleton, and you'll see that when I shot him, he just stopped still. Let me shoot him again. So I do like that weapon. Now the interesting thing about it really is that even though this pulse does shoot faster than the wizard's fire weapon, and those things do stand still once they are shot. Whoa, okay. And they stand still and you think, yeah, that's really nice. And this pulse weapon does shoot faster than the fire weapon. Oh, look at that, it's the end of the run. It takes more than one shot to kill them. Whereas with the fire weapon, one shot and they are dead. So the fire weapon works slower, but it beats them quicker. So so what we'll do is have a quick run. I mean, it took like 15 minutes to do that, and I didn't die, so that's a bit of a plus. Now we'll go through that one again. This time I'm going to use the fire weapon. Now the Catacombs does change every time, and so I haven't done this with the fire weapon, so I'm sort of hoping and I'm praying that I do well, and of course that's the fire weapon. So yeah, generally, as I was saying, that I was trying the different weapons, and you can see the fire weapon's pretty good. Now what I noticed was that the troops and everything that I was facing was different depending on the weapon that I had. And I'm just generally going to play this the same way. Now you notice that they're just dying from one shot. So instead of like that little pulse thing that would just stop them and then I had to shoot them again, this time when the wizard's fireball hits them, they just die straight away. Now the interesting thing is that when he does he does have a lob version, and he still has the same little cooldown spell, and I'm going to use that. Now I did notice as well. Okay, so we've got a few things going on here, and just by doing it this way, now he does have something else that he can do, and I will show that here. Okay, samurai guy coming, and okay, got him. Oh, he got me. Wow. Come on, he got me twice. Oh no, it's not looking good, because I don't have the fire, I don't have electricity here. So these yellow guys, when they hit me, I got hit twice by the samurai guy. That was garbage. Especially when I do have alternatives that I can actually use to stop that sort of thing from happening, just to give me a little bit of a reprieve, and I just didn't use them. Now you see that takes 4 shots for that guy to go down. Well, it takes a few shots for the pulse weapon to kill that guy as well. Like he just freezes, but it still takes quite a while for that pulse weapon to get those yellow guys down. Oh, okay, I've lost a bit of health, and I didn't really plan on losing health. I wanted to, now I won't get a door seal here, but I'm going to do the same thing that I did before, and that is I'm going to run away. Pretty well, I'm going to run away. Now I've got the samurai guy coming, other skeletons are coming. So this is pretty well what I'm going to be doing. Running away is winning in this game. Now I do have one of those I can drop. Okay, so now there is a samurai guy coming. He won't be too much of a problem. There we go. He actually takes a few shots to get him. Okay. Now you'll see that the skeletons are fast, and oh fuck, that's silly because I can get away from that guy, and I'm so used to that pulse weapon just freezing him in his tracks. Okay, so they've all run out of here. Now what I can do is I'm going to need to replenish my health a few times here. Now I do have this one. That's really a quite handy one too. Basically just slowly burns them. It slows them down, and it gives you a little bit of time. Now you can see soon it's not not foolproof, in as much as As soon as I go away, they come back. But what it can do is when there's like a whole heap of them, they struggle to get towards you too much. So as you can see here, it just gives them enough pause just to help me get away a little. And then I can change weapons and come back. And it also destroys things really well. Okay, now you'll notice that it doesn't destroy food, which is a plus. So if you really need some food, and it destroys these other little props really well. Okay, so now I've got these jump things to get over. Now you remember last time that when I had a lot of jumps to do, what I did was I just jumped backwards and forwards, jump backwards and forwards. And that's if I landed in a room. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to jump backwards and forwards and just let those guys take care of whatever they need to take care of in there. Because that was a pretty full-on room and I didn't feel that there was really any need for me to go in there and sort of try and butt heads with a room full of skeletons and a room full of mummies chasing me going crazy. So I can kill a few of them from here, just a little. Okay. Once my ethereal guys come back, I'll be doing the same thing again. Okay. Probably shouldn't have done that, just aggroed him. Look at him, he's running around like crazy man now, that guy. Okay, jump. Jump, come on. And... oh, look, I jumped straight into death. Fuck it. Okay, I can revive, and I'll revive here. Oh, that wasn't part of the plan. That was silly. There wasn't even a lot of guys in there. Oh, that was so silly. Okay. Let's not do that again, eh? See, I thought I was being so clever by just jumping backwards and forwards, but yeah, death was a little bit cleverer in that case. And now I've got nothing up my sleeve. So I really need to avoid death. Otherwise, oh, how about pay attention? That's good. I was just looking elsewhere then. I was just looking at the top of the screen. Just got skull coins. Okay, we've got another room. We do have another room. And I'm going to do the same thing. Oh, look at that. My mummies, my copy wizards just blew up the potion. And I don't actually have any potion, so... but they did give me another skull coin, which is really handy. So it means I can perish again if I need to. And I've got to revive. Oh. Wow, I thought I was being so clever. Look at that guy. There's a samurai guy there. He's got the sword ready. Okay, and run away again. Okay, my ethereal guys are back. So, once I get past death, I'll run up there again, jump, drop them, and jump back again. Oh, look at that. He's down. Come on, jump. And jump back. I made sure that death was over that side before I jumped back. I didn't want to jump into death and die mid-air again. That would kind of like suck a little bit. I know it doesn't really pit my skills up against the room, but the whole idea of the game is to actually just win. And look, he survived. And now he didn't survive. So the room's been cleared by my abilities, by my ethereal guys. So yeah, you can see that even though the Catacombs does change all the time, it's changed in a way that I think it changes so that it's suitable to your weapons that you have. Okay, I'm not going to have a choice here. I'm going to have to go in. And I'm going to have to drop those guys. And basically just try and destroy everything as quick as I can here on this level. And that's it. Yeah, by dropping the guys, by dropping this the freeze spell, it slows everything down. So it gives those guys a little bit of time. Gives me a little bit of time to get in there and help them out, and clear the path a little bit as well. Okay. I might be coming near the end, seeing there's a little bit of gold there from. Okay. Not so much. I actually went to select my lightning spell then. I forgot I don't have the lightning spell in this level. Yeah. I thought, oh, skeletons, this is easy. I'll just put a lightning spell and kill them all. And, of course, I just burnt them a little bit. Okay, now you'll remember that when I was using that pulse gun, that those mummies... This is a long hallway, so that means it's generating another room. Okay, nothing going. Okay, in we go. Okay. It's going to generate a few things here that I'm probably not going to be too fond of. Then I'll run out of... Whoa, okay. I get you. I've got to run away. Okay, and all done. Okay, so I've got that potion. You see how that flame just burns? It just like doorways and things, boxes and things like that. It just takes them out. I'll just show you here, just like that. Look out, get him. Wow. Okay, another guy. It's a bit of surprise. Gotta watch these guys. I will get the gold. I just have that feeling I'm getting close to the end of this level. But yeah, the number of troops it generates to try... Okay, one of these rooms. I'll drop those guys and they'll take out those. And what they don't take out will chase me down. And they'll come into my hallway. You can just see it's such a bother. Here they come. And just the fire just gets them one shot. Takes a couple shots for those guys with the shield. But once he turns into the samurai guy, and that's it. So the fire weapon's a little bit slower. It does give me the benefit of the fire walk, as you just saw. I did walk through a couple of when that group was chasing me. I was able to just walk through them. I am assuming there is a guy here ready to throw. There we go. I will get a little bit of food. Now, I'm pretty sure I must be getting close to the end here. Just the feeling that I have when I see random guys walking in the hallway. There we go. Yep. And yeah, just finish you off, one more shot and you're done. So that is it. I did not die in the special weapon. I didn't die in the special weapon, and I did in this one. So which is better? I don't know. They both are okay. They both have advantages and they have disadvantages. So like obviously when I was being chased around by all those skeletons, I could go into the lightning spell. But when I was chased around by the skeletons before, I went into the fire walk and he got out of it that way. But anyway, that is the Catacomb run done for this installment of the Wizard's run through the Gauntlet. It wasn't so bad as that Sea of Darkness, whatever that was called up there. Sea of Darkness, that was terrible. Didn't really enjoy that. I mean, I did. It was a bunch of fun. Okay, so we've got the Catacombs has been done now in both with the Pulse weapon and the Wizard's Fire weapon. And the next one, the next installment will just be all by itself, and I will be going back to the Pulse weapon because that is what we've been using all the way through in this game, through the Crypts level. I might try the different weapon when I go down into the Dark Realm, into the caves. Might try the Fire weapon and the Flame weapon, but for the Crypts, we'll stick with the Pulse ball weapon, little sphere that he carries around, and the Throne Room will be the next episode of the Wizard's run through the Gauntlet. So that's all there is for today. Yes, I want to quit the game, and that's all there is. I do thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the Wizards run through the Gauntlet so far. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next episode.